Now, here is the truth. One you should take note of as a man. A breakup hurts. It really hurts. But your reaction determines your dignity, how fast you heal, and what your future afterwards becomes. Hello there, this is Felix. I welcome you to my channel, FJA Diaries. If you're watching me for the first time, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and remain part of this community. When a woman decisively breaks up with a man, the emotional shock can feel strongly like a punch in the chest. Even the strongest men feel this. The confusion, the rejection, the sudden emptiness, it all hits hard at once. But in that vulnerable moment, many men make one very huge mistake that only pushes the woman further away and hugely damages their own healing process. It is natural for you to panic, natural to panic when something or someone you love so dearly suddenly or gradually slips away. It is human. It is very much human to want to fight tirelessly for the relationship, but acknowledge also that desperation never wins a woman's heart. It only confirms her decision to want to leave. And so when a man passionately begs, pleads, or tries to emotionally convince a woman to come back or stay, several things happen. A woman may leave a relationship for many reasons, but once she sees a man begging, crying uncontrollably, or trying to force her to reconsider her decision, she no longer sees strength in the man. She sees emotional collapse. Women, by nature, value emotional stability. So when a man becomes extremely desperate, the woman begins to see someone who cannot regulate himself without her presence. And that does not rebuild attraction, it destroys it. If the woman's feelings were fading already, begging would show her she made the right choice. Why? Because she sees now that the relationship has become uneven. The woman is now the one with control, while he, the man, is the one clinging to her. She no longer sees desperation as love. Instead, she sees it as lack of boundaries, lack of self-worth, lack of confidence. Many men think emotional pressure will make a woman easily and to some far extent completely change her mind. I can't live without you. Please don't do this to us. I'll be better, I promise. These statements rather create guilt, not love. And guilt, far worse, never brings someone back in a healthy state. The consequence would be instead of her feeling drawn to the man, she feels smothered and pushed from him entirely. Sometimes a breakup may not really be permanent. A woman may just need some space to think, breathe, and decide. But when a man hurriedly reacts with panic and desperation, as though the woman is going never to be back, he destroys the chance for rekindling, because most women in such instances would associate the man with emotional chaos instead of emotional maturity. For a majority of women, the man who stays calm even while hurting is the one she may rethink someday. The man who crumbles in frustration becomes the man she would avoid. You do this not because you don't care, but because you respect yourself and want to show much respect to her for her decision. Give her the space she is asking for. This is so important because space creates clarity, and clarity creates truth, and truth sets one free. A breakup is a moment for self reflection, not self destruction. You need this to rebuild yourself together for the next fresh chapter of your life. Women greatly admire men who are able to handle pain with clear wisdom, maturity, and composure. They feel broken and confused when they find you, the man, acting in desperation. Desperation, as a matter of fact, drives a woman away. Now, here is the truth. One you should take note of as a man. A breakup hurts. It really hurts, but your reaction determines your dignity, how fast you heal, and what your future afterwards becomes. And so, the worst thing men do when a woman breaks up with them is losing themselves and trying to hold on to her. Men should understand that a breakup is not just about losing her, it is also about not losing your self respect, not losing your focus, and not losing your emotional strength. The reality here is a woman who means well may respect a man who loves her deeply, but she will only stay with a man who loves himself too. The strength in you as a man should not be dragged into the mad. However, I thank you so much for having watched to this end. I believe for a fact you've learned something very huge from this presentation. Take very good care of yourself, take good care of your wife, take good care of your relationship, and always let love lead.